All right, good morning, good afternoon, artists, creatives all over the world. I am so happy to be back again with another video that I'm super passionate about. And this video is just to talk about what it means to be a conscious creative. Now, I'm doing this video because I myself have been using this term, conscious creatives and artists. And I get that. Many of us, including myself, don't really like labels. Like sometimes it makes us feel boxed in, or it's not all of what we are, it's just a part of it. And I get that. And so I want to talk about that because for me, I am very passionate about working with people who know their purpose, who know what they're created to do, who know that creativity is what they were put in this earth to do and share and who they are. So I just want to dive into this. I have my notes here, and because I want to make sure I don't forget anything, I really, really unpacked this and thought long and hard about it. Um, so that it makes sense even to me, but also to folks who I share with. And let me just jump right into that. But before I do, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Maisha Francis. I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm a curator. And now at this point in my career, I have committed to being who I needed when I was younger. And I'm an art coach. I'm an art coach for artists who know that this is their path, this is their journey, and you need help. You want help, you want guidance, or you just want community, right? So that's who I am. So let's just jump into it. So again, this video is the objective of this video is to explore and just talk about what it means to create consciously. So I want to start with the word conscious and its definition. So the word conscious is defined as being aware of and responding to one's surroundings and or having knowledge of something. So when we talk about being a conscious creative, we're talking about creating from a space of being aware of and responding to what's around us in our creations, as well as creating from a space of knowing. So I've looked at a couple of other places and, other websites. There's actually a website called The Conscious Creative. And I was wondering, what is their definition of it? And like one of the first things they have on their website is devising creative projects that promote the expansion of consciousness and living presently. And so basically the same thing, but that living presently part is even a little bit deeper. And I respect that. I 1000% agree with that. Um, yeah. So now our what one person sees as an awakening in their consciousness may be considered totally ignorant by someone else or lacking any type of consciousness at all, right? But let's talk about what we all know. What is universal to us all? We know that we are human beings with emphasis on the beingness. Because at the same time, when we put emphasis on the beingness, we can then relate to all things in the world and to their beingness. So when I talk about conscious creatives or conscious creativity or creating from a space of consciousness, I am speaking from a premise of creating from a space of deeply knowing, connecting with, and understanding the deepest levels of beingness. Now, to go a little bit further, point of departure for some, but if not, then stick with me. Truly no consciousness without also acknowledging or connecting with God. And when I say God, I don't mean your God or my God or the God of this religion or that religion. When I say God, I am simply, and I do mean simply, speaking of the one true essence that flows through us all. I am talking about in everything. I am talking about you, me, the air, the water, the moon, the stars, the galaxies beyond, dirt, flowers, and even rocks. Yes, rocks. I am talking about the all, the one, the very essence of every substance there ever was and ever will be. That is what I call God. It is well known in science that all things are vibrating or are in motion. It's actually one of the seven hermetic principles as well. Everything is in motion, always in motion. So take for instance a rock. When we look at a rock with the naked eye, we see a stagnant piece of matter. However, when we look at it under a microscope, we see it is in motion, it is vibrating, it is moving. It is that beingness that flows through all of us and everything. It is that consciousness, that beingness that I speak of. Now that we have that established, let's go even deeper still. What is art? What is creativity? I have heard it said that art is a visible symbol of the reality of God, a sacrament of sorts. And to add to that, my personal perspective is that art picks up where words leave off. We can witness this in a beautifully composed piece of music. Many of us have experienced waves of emotion while listening to music, viewing dance pieces, or gazing upon a beautiful work of art. We become overcome with emotion while simultaneously feeling totally bereft of words. The work itself just is. That isness of the creative work is the sacrament, the visible symbol of God. Now, of course, everywhere we look, we see visible symbols of God at every moment and every second of the day. We see it in nature, the rivers, oceans, and stars, and we are profoundly reminded by life events such as the birth of a new baby, a generous act, and even death. But we are moved and deeply inspired when we see it newly composed and presented in some unexpected way. Creativity. This is what art does. As artists and creatives, that is what we bring forth when we create from a space of that basic level of consciousness of beingness. We make the reality of God visible in newly composed and presented ways. And I'm gonna go off, from what I have here because now I'm getting excited. And it's like, I want to just say this real quick. And that is why it is important to develop our spiritual practices and, the things that we need to do to connect and be in alignment with creator, with spirit. All right. But let me get back to what I was saying. Okay. So some of the greatest works of art are powerful examples where the artist has identified with the pain of the human experience and turned it into a powerful manifestation of healing, creativity without words. How did they do this? They tapped into their own primal level of consciousness, which is at its very essence, is just being and through being in alignment with spirit. So most of us, we have to get into our practices, be it meditation, cacao, whatever it is that we do to tap into that primal level of consciousness and beingness. All right. So then, I get so excited when I talk about these things. When I say conscious creatives and artists, and I'm saying so then, but in closing, when I say conscious creatives and artists, I am expressly talking about those who seek to melt into the very essence of spirit in order to inspire humanity through newly composed and presented works over and over again. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again now. We are the ones we've been waiting for. The shift is here, y'all. Let's create consciously together. Sending everybody peace and love. Again, my name is Maisha Francis. I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm a conscious creative. I am an art coach. And if you would like to work with me, if you want to unravel, get clarity, get guidance on your journey, then definitely hit me up. I am at mfrancisgallery.com/work with me. And I would love to join you and me join you on your journey. Yes. So that's it. Peace and love, everybody. I'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.